Hey gear fans, this isn't a rant, or this is a rant. This is not a tutorial. This is not a gear review. Just a small rant, small talk about the last straw with me in Reverb and why I'm deleting my account probably in January. There's a couple more things that I'd like to sell, and I'll just kind of walk around the studio with, I'll just walk around the studio while I talk. Keep it brief. I've shot this video already a few times and keep deleting it because I keep getting off topic. I've not had a lot of incidents with people on Reverb. Like as a seller, I had a couple incidents with a couple buyers. I've never had problems as a buyer on Reverb. That's never been an issue. But I've had a lot of trouble with Reverb themselves, taxing the hell out of it. And I seem to recall a time, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I seem to recall a time when I didn't have to pay tax. It was like Steam, the video game broker service. There's just no taxes to pay. And you say, well, that's the government's fault. And I say, well, that's Steam and Reverb's fault for complying with that. Because I can still go on other sites and buy video games from other companies and not pay taxes because they're on the Cayman Islands or wherever. Somehow they don't charge me tax. But anyway, the governments have slimed their way in, and now when I buy and sell used symbols, the government just has to have tax for that, and Reverb is happy to comply. I can go to Kijiji or the American equivalent of Craigslist and not have to do that. And why do they have to tax everything? Like video games, like in the case of Reverb music stuff. If I sell that symbol, do they gotta get some tax for that? They gotta fix the roads with that tax? They gotta hire some more teachers, doctors, postmen, police, firemen? Are they gonna? Because everybody knows that tax is 99% stolen and corrupt by the government, right? And now they have to have it when I buy a video game or when I sell a symbol, I sell a guitar pedal. Anyway, so yeah, the taxes is a bit out of Reverb's hands, but the fees, which they keep jamming up, that's completely within their hands. They keep jamming them up. They get higher and higher and higher. And then they ask me for my social insurance number, which I think is too far. So I give that to them. Well, now they've got my name, address, phone number, and my social insurance number. They have all my ID. Do you know what's going to happen if Reverb gets hacked? What'll happen is they'll take 8 months to a year to see if they can get away with not telling anybody. Reverb will have meetings internally and go, shoot, there's just a little itty bitty hack. Maybe we can just not say anything. And then if the hack's big enough, they have to say something. Well, do you know what they're going to say to me, who they've taken my social insurance number? I think down in the States it's called a social SSN, is it? Social security number. Do you know what's going to happen? If my identity is stolen because Reverb took information that they don't actually need, they're going to go, oops, sorry about that. Oops. And that's it. There's no harm, no foul for them after that. If they get hacked, they just go, oops, sorry about that. So I gave my social insurance number. Now they want photo ID come January, or else they're going to shut the account down. I'm saying you're not getting any photo ID. Why now? Why do you need it? How come eBay's run for 20, 25 years, never needed no photo ID? Been dealing with Kijiji for a long time, never needed no photo ID. I've been buying stuff from Amazon for a long time. I'm sure, never needed no photo ID. They're saying, well, laws. It's just laws. I'm like, cool, show me which law. Well, they can't, right? I've been to support a few times. Show me which law says that you need my photo ID to operate on Reverb so I can sell this symbol. Show me. Oh, they can't. I said, I'll even throw it through a lawyer. I'll give a lawyer $300 to take a peek. Show me which law, Reverb, says that you need my photo ID. And they're just like, oh, everybody's doing it. You need it. I'm like, yeah, but you're telling me law. Show me the law. Well, I've yet to see that. They're just like, everybody needs to do it. It's like, not me, because I'm done. Like, I'm done with it. And going back to them getting hacked, like, let's be honest. Reverb seems to tend to hire on the DEI side of things, right? So before my SIN, well, I mean my SIN's already on there, but before my photo ID goes with my SIN and my address and my phone number and everything else, geez, I'd like to know a little something about your cybersecurity expertise, okay? Being in that division myself, because it seems to me like Reverb would hire on the DEI side of things, right? So they've hired like Becky, whose dad like bought her university and now she's like a cybersecurity expert or something, and she's got the vocal fry when she talks in meetings. She talks in vocal fry and asks if the project can scale. And then and I'm not saying that that's for sure there at Reverb, but I've seen these companies before where they hire like these cybersecurity like experts who had like a weekend course and now they're expert hackers. And they talk with vocal fry in meetings to sound intelligent. Now, this is proven. This isn't just me ranting and raving. This is a proven phenomenon that these DEI hires at a university, they're like really cute, and they talk in high-rising terminal, and they talk in vocal fry when they want to sound intelligent. It's a study. There's been a study. It's a real thing. And then what happens? They get $80,000 a year. Usually it's government, but there's places like, Reverb that hires these cute DEI cybersecurity experts. Then you know what happens? Because Becky doesn't know what Active Directory or Microsoft Exchange really is, they have to hire me to come in and do her job for her. Okay? It's not the people they hire, and the government's the worst for this. They never do their own job. They hire somebody else. Okay? What does this have to do with anything? I'm just saying, how can I be confident that Reverb is not going to lose my name, phone number, social insurance number, picture all in one shot? They only need to lose a few pieces of that. And the hackers and AI and machine learning and dark web can put the rest of the story together. I don't feel comfortable with Reverb having all that information. When they hire DEI like hires, they do. They just do. Okay. And I guess that's the end of the rant. Just saying, Reverb, it's too much information. You're not getting it. I don't trust you with that much information. You don't need it. Your fees are too high. And that's that. And, me asking for the law is reasonable. You say, well, it's the law. Okay, no problem. Reference the law. Verify the law with me. I just want to see the law. Well, it's not happened yet because I suspect there is no law. I don't know why they're doing this. Like I said, how long has people been using eBay for? 30 years? Do you guys give eBay your photo ID? Is this happening? Because I just won't participate in any of it. And you're like, what's the big deal? Well, I just said what the big deal is. These idiots are going to lose our data. And then they're going to go 8 months and go, shoot, maybe we don't have to admit it. Maybe we don't say anything. Like, SolarWinds or some of these so-called cyber experts, SolarWinds is smarter than you and smarter than me because they will teach you how to not get hacked. You know what happened to SolarWinds? They got hacked. That's how smart they are. They say, we're the smartest sons of bitches on the internet. We are so smart with our cybersecurity, and then they get their asses handed to them. And to this day, they will still sell you consultation on cybersecurity. And you know why they're extra smart now? Because they got their asses handed to them. And they're like, we're experts in cybersecurity. Well, but you got hacked. And I'm just saying, I don't think that Reverb has the containment, the wherewithal to protect my identity. I don't think they need it. I think Reverb charges too much money. I think asking me for my photo ID is a step too far. So, sorry, Becky, but I'm not going to do it. Have a good day, everybody. Like and subscribe if you want to. But does the project scale?